Well guys, the holidays are here, and with that, you might be planning a trip to Universal to see all of the holiday decorations and holiday things that they have out during this time of year. But before you go, you might be wondering, what is it that I can expect to see at Universal during the holidays? Whether or not you're new here, welcome to the Megan Moves channel, where I like to help you make the most of your travels. And in today's video, I want to share with you a list of all the things you can expect to see at Universal Orlando Resort this time of year during the holidays. So let's go ahead and get right on into it. Now, of course, I'm going to be sharing all that you can expect to see here in the video, but once you actually get to the park, it might be very helpful to have the app downloaded on your phone, so that way you can see all of the times for all of these events that might happen, or all of the things that you can expect to see. The Universal app is very handy as well, but they also have park maps that you can pick up as you get into the park, so that way you can see where everything is happening out and what you can expect to find. There are two parks at the Universal Orlando location. There is the Universal Studios Park, and there is the Islands of Adventure Park, and in this video we're going to start with Universal Studios. As soon as you walk into the park, or as soon as you start walking to the entrance of Universal Studios, you can immediately start to see some of the decorations. The entrance is decorated, but you can also see a large inflatable Macy's balloon. Then once you're inside the park, you can start to see a lot of the Christmas decorations. There's Christmas lights hung up, there's Christmas music playing, you can see a lot of festive characters walking around, and there's even a large Christmas tree. Another thing you're going to want to check out in Universal Studios is the Tribute Store. Now, Universal Studios has the Tribute Store set up majority of the year, and it gets rethemed throughout the year. It's been a Jurassic World theme in the past, also Halloween Horror Night themed, and now it is holiday themed. So as you walk into the Tribute Store at this time of year, you can start to see Santa's workshop. There you can see what he's been working on, and you can also find his naughty or nice list. There's other rooms as well that are themed throughout the Tribute Store. You can find a Grinch theme room that shows where the Grinch lives, and you can also find the Grinch's sleigh in that room. Then you'll also find a Harry Potter themed area, which looks like the inside of an ice castle. The Tribute Store is a great place not only to see how the Tribute Store was themed, because they do a great job decorating, but it's a great place to find festive merch for this time of year and get some type of festive holiday treat. Now, if you're visiting Universal and you're a Harry Potter fan, you definitely are going to want to check out the Harry Potter areas of the parks. But in particular, in Universal Studios, you'll want to check out Diagon Alley during the holidays. Both Harry Potter areas of the park are very well decorated and very well themed, but during the holidays, it definitely gives a different atmosphere and perspective of the area. There are Christmas lights and decorations hung all through Diagon Alley, and my all-time favorite attraction is the Gringotts Bank attraction, and I love how they decorate it for the holidays. Another thing to see while walking around Universal Studios is the Holiday Beat Builders show. Now, if you're interested in shows when you go to theme parks, the Beat Builders show is definitely one that you're going to want to check out. This show happens throughout the day, and the Beat Builders show is a show where the Beat Builders use common construction zone tools as musical instruments. But during the holidays now, they've added some holiday mixes in the list of songs that they play, so you'll definitely want to check it out as you're walking around the park. To get an idea of when these shows happen, you can go to the Beat Builders area where they play, and there is usually a sign that lists all of the times you can expect to see them throughout the day. Now, if you're a Universal annual pass holder visiting the park during this time of year, you're going to want to go and get your monthly pass holder pin and magnet. Now, to do this, you can go to the Coca-Cola Lounge in Universal Studios. I believe that you can also go to the Christmas store in Islands of Adventure, but in Universal Studios, you'll want to go to the Coca-Cola Pass Holder Lounge to pick up your monthly pin and magnet. Now, it seems like the pins definitely go out of stock very quickly, so you'll want to go as soon as possible, but if you are able to go and pick up your pass holder magnet, they seem to have a lot more of these available. And the last thing you'll want to see while in Universal Studios during the holidays is the Universal Holiday Parade. Universal already does an amazing job at their parades, but my all-time favorite parade now is the Universal Holiday Parade featuring Macy's. This parade includes floats that are Christmas themed with some of the popular Universal characters, some festive dancers that walk around during the parade, as well as Macy's balloons. This parade is worth waiting for and definitely is something that you're going to want to see when visiting during the holidays. Now, you can check on the app whenever you are visiting for the day, or ask a team member what time the parade will happen during the day, but it usually lasts around 15 to 30 minutes. During the parade, they really go all out, and there are confetti cannons that burst off, and there's also some fake snow or snope that falls from the sky. The parade begins and ends by the horror makeup show in Universal Studios, so that's another great way to see the parade. You can see the floats come in and out. But another really great place is to watch it by the large Christmas tree that is by the Tribute store, by the Jimmy Fallon ride, or by the Mummy, because when Santa goes past the Christmas tree, it lights up. And with that now, we will lead into some of the things you can see in the Islands of Adventure Park. Now, there's definitely a lot of highlights in the Universal Studios Park when it comes to the holidays, but one thing you'll definitely want to see at Islands of Adventure is Grinchmas. Grinchmas is an event that happens every year in Suess Landing, and one thing you'll also want to see is the decorations that are in Suess Landing. Suess Landing is already well decorated and very well themed, but during the holidays it only gets better. All of the shops in Suess Landing and attractions get decorated for the holidays. And while in Suess Landing throughout the day, you can expect to see the Grinchmas show. To see the Grinchmas show, you will actually walk a little bit outside of the Islands of Adventure Park. The entrance is right by the Circus McGurkus tent, I believe it's called, and in between the One Fish, Two Fish ride. But this is an attraction where you can go and see a half-hour show of the Grinch story. During the production, you can see the Grinch and a lot of the other main Who characters from the Grinch story. They also have a real dog that plays Max, which I found was very impressive. Going along with the Grinchmas show, you can actually have a Grinch meet and greet in Suess Landing. Throughout the day in Suess Landing, there is a spot where you can go and have a meet and greet with the Grinch. This is a fun way to go and get a holiday photo with him, and I've also seen a lot of people have brought him presents and watched his reaction, so this might be a fun and entertaining thing to go and do and interact with the Grinch. And with that, we'll talk about the second Harry Potter location that is at Universal, and that is Hogsmeade. Now, Hogsmeade, in my opinion, is already sort of a holiday themed area of the park. It already has the snow-capped roofs on all of the buildings in Hogsmeade, but during the holidays, when it's decorated for the holidays, it definitely adds to the atmosphere and the experience while in Hogsmeade. And the area only gets better as the sun goes down and it becomes darker and all of the Christmas lights turn on. And with that comes one of the best things to see during the holidays at Islands of Adventure, and that is the holiday projection show on the Hogwarts Castle. Now, there usually is a projection show that happens throughout the night on the Hogwarts Castle, but during the holidays it has a bit of a holiday twist to it. Now, when seeing this nightly projection show, there's definitely something you're going to want to know about. To see the show straight on, you're going to have to wait in this designated holding spot. When the projection show is happening, they actually only have one way that you can get in and out of Hogsmeade. You can only enter in through Hogsmeade and then out through Jurassic Park, and that helps with the flow of the area so that way it doesn't get too congested after the shows. So to clarify that a little, in order to watch the projection show from straight on at the castle, you have to wait in a holding spot, which after the show you're going to be funneled out into the Jurassic Park area of the park. As I mentioned, this just helps with the flow of traffic so that way the area doesn't get too congested during the projection show. But one thing that we like to do is wait on the bridge going to Jurassic Park. If you've ever been to Islands of Adventure before, they have a taped off area that you can actually wait and watch the projection show, and then as soon as the projection show is done, you can leave straight out of Jurassic Park and you don't have to wait in the large crowd of people in the holding area, because that can also take a little bit of time to get out of. So definitely decide where you want to watch the projection show from. It's nice because the projection show is about 5 minutes long. It happens multiple times throughout the night, so you could either watch it on the bridge, leave really quickly, and then come back around and go into the holding area and watch a straight on view at the castle. So it really just depends on where you're wanting to watch it from. So there you go. There's all of the highlights you can expect to see at Universal during the holidays this year. I personally think Universal went all out and did a great job theming and decorating for the holidays this year, and it's definitely worth a visit if you're thinking of going. But thanks so much for watching today. If you're interested in keeping up with ways of making the most of your travels, definitely hit that subscribe button below and I'll let you know when the next video goes live. And with that, we'll see you in the next video. See you guys!